Hello student, I am Varun Nishad from LPM Public School. In this video, we will discuss about the colloidal, that is heterogeneous mixture. Heterogeneous mixture, that is colloids. Colloids size are range between 10 raised to power minus 9 to 10 raised to power minus 6 meter. And important term about the colloids, that is the suppose a mixture that is in a true solution. In true solution, there is a two part, that is solute plus solvent. But in the colloids heterogeneous mixture, on the place of solute, it is considered to be dispersed phase. सॉल्यूट की जगह पे हम कौन सा टर्म इस्तेमाल करते हैं, दैट इज डिस्पर्स्ड फेज. एंड सॉल्वेंट की जगह पे क्या इस्तेमाल करते हैं, डिस्पर्सन मीडियम. As usual, student, in the solution mixture, the amount of solvent is higher amount and solute amount is lesser amount. Solute amount is less in comparison to solvent. Similar dispersed phase जो होता है, इसका अमाउंट कम होता है डिस्पर्सन मीडियम के कंपैरिजन में. तो डिस्पर्स्ड फेज क्या होता है, डिस्पर्स्ड इन डिस्पर्सन मीडियम. डिस्पर्स्ड फेज जो होता है वो डिस्पर्सन मीडियम में डिस्पर्स रहता है, वो कंप्लीटली मिक्स नहीं होता है. अब एग्जांपल से समझते हैं. फॉर एग्जांपल एक एक करके कैरेक्टरिस्टिक से समझते हैं. एग्जांपल तो बहुत सारे ले सकते हैं. फॉर एग्जांपल अगर आप एंटर करते हैं किसी डार्क रूम में और उस डार्क रूम में स्मॉल होल से सन रेज पास कर रही हैं, एंटर कर रही हैं स्मॉल होल से किसी डार्क रूम में. अगर आप वहाँ पे एंटर करते हैं तो उस जो लाइट की रेज या जो कुछ भी किसी भी तरह की लाइट की रेज जब उस डार्क रूम में पड़ती हैं तो उस लाइट की रेज में बहुत सारे छोटे छोटे पार्टिकल्स जिगजैग मोशन में दिखते हैं. तो ये जो सीन होता है in the presence of light, it is also called the Tyndall effect, which is the most important property of the colloidal particles. But we will discuss one by one. Point is that it is a heterogeneous mixture. First of all, heterogeneous mixture, and the size is 10 raised to power minus 9 to 10 raised to power minus 6, and it is stable mixture. And third, it is a stable mixture. And third point, that is not filtered by or separated by filter paper. Not separated by filter paper. The fourth point, that is the not separated by filter paper. Dispersed phase scatter the beam of light. beam of light which make path visible, which make path become, which make path visible. जो path होता है वो visible हो जाता है, and this phenomena that is known as Tyndall effect. Tyndall effect. As we know that the dispersed phase are not mixed properly, not mixed uniformly in the dispersal medium. So they travel in zigzag manner. They travel in the dispersed phase, the dispersed phase are move in any direction, and this type of motion is known as, this type of movement is known as zigzag motion. Zigzag motion. That is called Brownian motion. Is known as Brownian motion. Brownian motion. Why it is called Brownian motion? Why it is called Tyndall effect? Because it is the optical property of colloidal solution has been observed by the scientist Tyndall. And here is the zigzag motion is also known as Brownian motion, that is shown by the also colloidal particles. This is first time observed by the Robert Brown. So that's why the name of is known as Brownian motion. So another point that is it is a characteristics property, and how the colloidal particles separate. The colloidal particles it's separated by the colloidal particles are separated by colloidal particles are separated by centrifugation process. Centrifugation process. And what will happen in the what is exactly happen in the centrifugation process? So in centrifugation process, the force is applied in a container, that is centrifugal force, through which the solid particles are dispersed which are dispersed in dispersal medium get settled down with the help of force, and it is also increment of force of gravitational force, due to which the fine suspended particles are dispersed phase get settled down due to the force of centrifugal force which work on the center. This process is known as centrifugation, and this process is used in separation the butter from milk. So it is a process of centrifugation. Also, the electrophoresis process is done on the colloidal particles, and if any colloidal particles are separated by the electrophoresis. So electrophoresis is a process. There is a taking of two electrodes, and these electrodes are connected with the electricity, and both are electrodes placed in the particular colloidal mixture, and after passing the electricity, the both, we know that there are two electrodes, positive and negative. These positive electrodes attracts the negative particles, negative colloidal particles, and the negative electrodes attract positive colloidal particles. Hence, we can separate the positive and negative colloidal particles with the help of electrophoresis. So these are the about colloidal particles. Now the one of the important point, that is the importance in our daily life of the colloidal particles. So what are the importance? What are the importance of colloidal particles? What are the importance of colloidal particles? So now importance. So first importance of colloidal particles in food. Many things are used in our food in the form of colloidal particles. For example, first, that is starch. The starch is mixed with water. Suppose that wheat flour is mixed with water, it will act as a colloidal solution. Starch and milk, curd, egg, vegetable juice, fruit juice. These are the example of colloidal mixture which are used in as a food. In medicine, various type of medicine are used. Various type of medicine are used in the form of infusion. Various type of serum are used in the form of colloidal mixture. For example, if we take the tablet of fever and headache, fever and body pain, we take generally paracetamol tablet. But if the small child that is suffer from the headache and fever, how we should give this tablet? So the chemist prescribe the medicine for the child which are not able to take the tablets. They take medicine in the form of serum, and the serum contained bottles are write clearly the paracetamol infusion. Means that the same medicine has been prescribed for the child also in lower potency, but in the form of syrup, and this syrup is based on the colloidal particles, colloidal mixture. So paracetamol infusion, paracetamol infusion. Suppose a child is suffering from typhoid, so ofloxacin infusion or oral suspension. Oral suspension. So these are the type of colloidal particles used as a medicine. So these are the points, dear student, through which we can use. And about blood, we take the medicine, our blood travel all part of the body. And blood is also a type of colloidal mixture, and it also carry the medicine that we take with water, and it carry the medicine on our desired place in our body. And exactly the blood is also a colloidal mixture. Toothpaste is also the colloidal mixture. So these are the points which we are discuss about the colloidal, that is a heterogeneous mixture, characteristics, properties of colloidal particles, colloidal mixtures, what are the particle size, how can we separate the, and in this time the mist is also one of the important example of the मिस्ट जो धुंध होता है, आगे आप ट्रेवल कर रहे हैं कहीं रास्ते में हैं तो दिखता नहीं है सामने से, तो जो मिस्ट है वन ऑफ द मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट एग्जांपल ऑफ द कोलाइड्स. सो अनदर टॉपिक विल डिस्कस इन द नेक्स्ट वीक. थैंक यू.